So the Racers Grand Prix took place over the weekend and some exciting things took place. Right now they have the track and field world in a frenzy and people are going crazy about the 100-meter race where we saw Noah Lyles and Oblique Seville of Jamaica clashing for maybe the second time in their professional careers. Now, some things took place in that race that is now bringing about a fresh level of rivalry between the United States and Jamaica. Oblique Seville totally stunned or shocked Noah Lyles in that 100-meter race. I totally believe that Noah was not expecting such a performance from Oblique Seville, but of course the two athletes put up two great performances, running the two fastest times of 2024, 9.82 and 9.85 seconds. Now at the end of that race, Oblique Seville did a thing as he was crossing the line, and Noah Lyles is taking it pretty personal. He's now threatening Oblique Seville. Of course, he's saying, I'm going to see you in Paris 2024, and I hope that you can do the same thing and you can put on that kind of a performance, because I will be coming back and I will be coming back more aggressively and I will be doing my best. Now, as you would have seen the title of the video, Celebrating Too Soon, I want to break that down because it has two different perspectives that I want to look at. First, when Seville was crossing the finishing line, he looked across on Noah Lyles and somewhat he slowed down just before crossing the line because of that gesture. Persons are saying that Oblique Seville is celebrating too soon and that he should wait until he reaches the line before he does any form of showboating or all that kind of stuff. And I definitely do agree with that, because I think that kind of move, looking across, is going to take away from your race, and it could have someone just running by you that very moment and you could lose the race by a couple hundredths of a second, and a couple hundredths of a second can be very, very costly in track and field. So I think in that case Oblique was maybe celebrating a little bit too fast, because what if he had misjudged that race? Then we could have seen Noah Lyles taking that victory and, you know, running away with it. Now, the second aspect of this title, Celebrating Too Soon, is where persons are saying that, oh, Oblique Seville has not yet achieved much and he should not be doing the showboating kind of stuff. He should not be rejoicing yet because he's going to meet Noah Lyles again at the Olympics. And I am not so much in agreement with that, because this kind of attitude from the athletes is good for the sport. It brings about that level of competition where athletes will be fighting very desperately to own the bragging rights in these championships, in these 100-meter races, and in whatever race it is. So I personally think that that was not celebrating too soon, because of course he needs that kind of mental boost, that thing to boost his confidence as he goes into the next competition and as he clashes with Noah Lyles for the second time. Persons are saying that, oh, he's going to meet Noah Lyles at the Olympics again. And of course he's going to meet him at the Olympics, but we should not put Noah in a class as if he's unbeatable. Noah is a great athlete, but he's not unbeatable. Not even Usain Bolt, the GOAT, was unbeatable. There was a time when Justin Gatlin took control and Usain Bolt was left in the back. That was Usain Bolt's final race. So what we need to respect is that Oblique Seville has earned the right to celebrate. He won that race fair and square, and I think that it's a good thing having him loosening up a bit, not being so tense and, you know, doing all these kind of things, expressing joy at his victory and all of that. We need to see much more of this from Oblique Seville and the rest of Jamaicans. When you go into competitions, you have to be fearless. You cannot back down and, you know, squeeze yourself into a little corner expecting that the competitor is going to be sympathetic. No, you have to fight. You have to be beastly when you touch the playing field. Of course, you can be humble with it, but you must have that kind of fighting spirit when you go out there on the track to compete. It's not a playground. So I don't think Oblique Seville did anything wrong there. And no, he did not celebrate too soon in that perspective. But if he's going to celebrate before the race ends, that's where I have a problem. Now, Noah Lyles is not taking this beating too well, and he's been complaining and whining about all kind of stuff. One thing that he pointed out that I felt that he was kind of being a sore loser was where he was saying that there was a problem with the starter who set the race off. He was saying that they didn't get proper time to settle down and all of that. But of course, all of the athletes reacted to the same gun. They reacted to the same starter. So I think that's a very, very sore point to say that they were not perfectly set and all that kind of stuff. I think he should just take his beating go back to the drawing board and come again. We know that he has the potential to do well, and probably the next time he will be having the upper hand of Oblique Seville. Who can tell? But whatever it is, I think that point is kind of proving him to be a sore loser, and it doesn't look well for him. I think he should just stick to his game, and run at his best. And whenever he loses, he just admits that he probably did not execute to the best of his ability or what it is. But those trivialities, I think, is not looking so well on his path. But as of now, all that took place at the Racers Grand Prix is setting up this Olympic game in Paris, France to be one of the biggest thing in a long, long time. We're definitely looking forward to the excitement that has been missing from the men's track and field department. But I get the feeling that things will start to steam up again. And not just for Jamaica, but once you see some athletes are running some great times. Other athletes from all over the world will be feeding into that same kind of a energy. And you will see athletes pushing to their best and running some times that they have never done before. So we are looking forward to see France 2024. It promises to be exciting. What do you think? Head into the comment section and let us have a little discussion about it. Thanks again for watching.